Sporting fans, good evening. Cricket West Indies, CWI, has announced the appointment of Roston Chase as West Indies Test captain for the upcoming home series versus Australia in June, with Jomel Warrican named as vice captain. The appointments were unanimously approved by the CWI Board of Directors during its meeting on Friday. This announcement follows the completion of a groundbreaking, robust and structured process to evaluate and recommend the next captain and vice captain of the West Indies Test team. Recognizing the critical role of leadership in shaping team culture, driving performance and ensuring long-term success, CWI adopted a data-informed, multi-dimensional framework to guide the selection. This marks a significant evolution in how leadership appointments are made, aimed at strengthening accountability, transparency, and alignment with modern cricketing standards. We can tell you the process began with a short list of candidates selected based on several factors, including test experience, leadership qualities, and captaincy credentials. The shortlisted players included John Campbell, Tevin Imlach, Joshua De Silva, Justin Graves, Roston Chase, and Jomel Warrican. This story to report. The Grenada Volleyball Association has wrapped up a week-long training session. The session formed part of efforts to expand the sport locally. 34 individuals representing coaches, players, and other stakeholders participated in the exercise. Grenada is currently ranked 7th and 9th in the female and male divisions respectively. President Javin Noel said the association is currently in its foundational stage of development. He added that the rest of the year promises to be very demanding.
And our final tournament for this year is our Under-23 indoor tournament, which will take place in October for both male and female. So we are definitely looking for a good spot. However, as with everything, we have to work hard and we have to set up the necessary programs to ensure that when we send our national teams out, we get that good quality.
And what's your ranking? What's Grenada's ranking?
So Grenada's ranking currently in the female Under-23 is 7th, and in the male it's 9th. So definitely our first objective would be to maintain or increase our ranking in that aspect of it. I do believe we are at a good position since we implemented our yearly periodization plan, which started last year with the senior team. And most of the Under-23 athletes were a part of that program. So they have definitely been at a higher level than they were last year. It's just a matter of improving that structure, and of course when we turn it to the tournament, to execute to the best of our ability.
The training is being conducted by Francisco Ovas.
Idea of the project. The program in the FIBB is called Empowerment, has 3 different levels of helping developing countries to get to a higher level. One of them is education. That's the one we are right now. We're providing education. Another one is providing technical direction with coaches. That Grenada is also using that program, and Coach Pierre Nasir is being sent by FIBB to direct that. And the third one is provide them with materials that they can use on the practice, and that Grenada is also being awarded with it, and they have received material, balls and nets and things that they need to practice volleyball. So the support is complete. Now the job has to be done, has to be kept on enough time, but I'm sure that FIBB will still support if they see, like I hope, that the country is growing and is working hard to get the goal that is to go higher in the level of competition and go higher on the number of participants of volleyball.
Grenada's Anderson Peters opened his 2025 season with a solid 85.64 meters to claim the 3rd spot in men's javelin at the Doha Diamond League on Friday. Germany's Julian Weber stole victory with a last-round world-leading 91.06 meters, and India's Olympic champion Neeraj Chopra finally smashed the 90-meter barrier with a national record 90.23 meters. meters. Keyshawn Walcott kept the Caribbean flag flying in fourth at 84.65 meters. The showdown in Doha marked just the 7th competition in history to feature two 90-plus throws, underscoring the event's exceptional quality. Former world champion Anderson Peters of Grenada last year beat Neeraj Chopra by 1 centimeter to win the Doha Diamond League in 2024. The national trials for the upcoming COTEC Under-12 Sub-Region 4-Team Championships for boys and girls are set to begin this weekend. The championships are scheduled for Trinidad from July 12 to 19. The players selected to participate in the trials are Elaine Drigo, Garrison Stanislaus, Jaden Hector, Gabrielle Hobson, Kaylee Elcock, and Celeste Edwards. The players will undergo a series of activities including a physical fitness test, ITF, ITN test, and a series of trial matches. The results of the tests will determine the final selection as well as the players' rankings. We can tell you too, the trials are scheduled for Saturday, May 17 at the Mount Cinnamon Tennis Facility starting at 9 in the morning. Sub-Region 4 consists of Antigua and Barbuda, Aruba, Barbados, British Virgin Islands, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Netherlands Antilles, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, and U.S. Virgin Islands. Trials will continue next weekend. We wish the young ones the very best. That's the sports news for now.